Hello again everyone, my name is Bipolaris, welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play series. So, where were we? Yes, science. So, I'm trying to get my research up to a decent level. So I want to build some red stuff. I'm just giving myself a second to find out what the hell I was doing. Oh, yeah, I might go for that next actually. I'm going to build a few of these assembly machines. I'm going to build a decent amount of stuff. I probably need to get some more copper going soon as well. Yeah, I've been talking, in the meantime, between this episode and the last, I was talking to a friend of mine, and the hook is deep. Oh, good! Oh, God, how did I not spot this? There's probably some enemies a little bit further out. What looks to be one of the world's smallest copper deposits. What is that just... I don't like the look of that. Is that just pure woods? It is. It is. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I'm not so screwed for trees. Good. Good. Alright, that's cool. Right. I think everything looks to be built. I'm going to go finish my labs off. The problem I'm having at the moment is like, it's early game and I just feel like I'm sketching everything in at the moment. Oh, okay, no, I'll move them down a bit. Like, because I know I'm just going to have to move out all of this later on, so I don't want to get too into it. There we go. Come on. Right, so yeah, I'm going to get into my science. But I'm going to do that by building a few of these and some roads. Stop calling them roads, they're goddamn belts. Ah! What's wrong with me? Right. Am I going to do it that way? No, I'm not. No, I absolutely am not. Here's the way I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to build more of those. Get some more plate. Just grab up as much as I can. Then can never have too many of these. Well, until you get the blue ones, the faster ones. And what I'm going to do to set these up, I'm going to have my in and out feeds. And I'm going to just put materials. This is a really, really good setup for assemblies early on, by the way, that I'm using. And it's one I use even into the later game, just to manage things. It's so much easier to do this. So, there we go. Gap on the belt. So, a box per assembly machine. And a box... Yeah, box per assembly machine, and then a belt at the end leading to a box to store your item. And then there's other ways you can network this, but we're starting simple, so I'm not going to go into that just yet. It'll be easier to show you than tell you. Boom. Right. So the assemblies are really cool. They can basically make most things that you can... Well, they can make everything you can make by hand, pretty much. Okay, nearly everything you can make by hand. Some things that you can't make by hand can only be made in assemblies, and the same for the furnaces. But okay, most things you can make by hand can be made in these. So if I set up those... Oh, I just realised I need a few more assemblies to make cogs. Yeah, I'll build 3 more. So this is going to be a bit scrappy. It's not going to be the most perfect automation to start with. I'm going to end up hand loading stuff, but I just like to do it that way because until I unlock some of the better techs, it's a bit fiddly to try and perfect. You're going to end up hand loading stuff anyway, so I don't want to overly perfect my assembly lines just yet. Oh god, I could play this game for days. And have already, and could play it for days more. This is just like other sim games, like SimCity type stuff. I just get so. It's one of those games that I'll get in the mood and then I'll just want to play it so much. Right, so I'm going to set these up to be cog producing. They're a fairly important resource as well. Let's grab more plate. Awesome, starting to produce a decent amount. As you can see, like the arms aren't keeping up with the level of production that I'm demanding of them. More wire. Again, like, look, I could be way more efficient with this, but let's not get to that. Just get yourself a nice bit of space and save yourself a bit of time so you can assemble multiple items at a time. That's really the main aim of what I'm doing here. Like, look, I'm not overlapping my power perfectly. I could probably load the science into these, but I'm really not going to feck about too much with it because I just don't feel like it's that worth it. I'll split it down. Until I can get a bit more. There we go. Oh. I know I don't need that many cogs, but that they can keep going while I get on. We're getting some more copper, which requires me to have a bit more plate, some inserters and stuff. Right, here we go. Let's build more of those. Put one there and one there. And I can lead down. Nope, still going to need a lot more plate, I reckon. Bit more road. What am I doing? That's them going. Then what I probably want to do... Right, okay, I know I'm going to do this. That'll do nicely. Do I want an extra one? I don't even... No, I don't need that much copper. No matter how much I'm falling behind at the moment, that would be a little bit insane. Okay, that'll do. Come on. Right, let's grab that. Oh, I can't wait to get the blue ones. They're such a worthwhile replacement to the standard ones. The green ones are alright, but they're just not as good as drones because you can't control the flow of what's being produced. That's probably actually not good enough. What am I thinking? Need it to feed the other machines. Excuse me. There we go. Right. No, actually I'm going to take that one away. I don't know what it is, but when you put a road under a grabber at the end, it... oh, it's a goddamn belt. What's wrong with me? It's because they look a bit like a road. When you put a belt under the end, it never seems... But then it's... Yeah, there we go. It's actually grabbing it in this instance. When you put it underneath, it misses a couple of the pieces, and that's a little bit frustrating. Right, grab some plate, Da, 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 da. I should probably have a few cogs by now. Oh. There we go. Where have my cogs gone? It's not a lot, but let's put them in anyway. I know it doesn't have to be perfect just yet. I mean, what you can eventually do is like get a road coming down with like the cogs and put some grabbers, and it will sort it out automatically. And I could do that, but what you might end up with is a crate full of cogs because there's no copper going directly to it, and I don't want to sit and build a massive load of roads to do that. Belts. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I keep calling. It's because they look like roads. All right, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So while that's working away, I'll build it for absolutely no real necessary reason. I'm going to build a load of walls and get ready to get this research. I want about 30. I don't need that many labs. I could shove it in a couple, but I'm just impatient, and and those will see me through the rest of the game now. And you just research things so quickly, so you actually spend more time building than you do researching in the end, which is good though, because you don't want to spend loads of time building and then loads of time researching. So it's a preferable situation. I like how they've got beakers as beakers full of unknown chemicals. No, it's completely pointless. Unknown chemicals as a representation of science. Seems to be doing a nice level of production here. Because why not? Let's try and even it out a little bit somehow. I'm really not going to be able to get away with that. Okay, fine. There we go, that'll do nicely. Add a bit more. Right, plenty to get the next tech going. Going to load these up quickly. What's really ideal if you're patient, and I do stress that bit, if you're patient, what you can do is produce a few hundred science packs, a green and red, produce a few hundred science packs, and then just load them into the, say you build 10 labs, if that's your preference. You can build 4 or 2 or whatever you're going to build, but if you're going to build more labs, if you build lots of science, like build hundreds, it'll take you a while. You might as well get a book on the go because you're going to be waiting for stuff to build. But if you've got a decent level of automation, you build hundreds and hundreds, and then you just research loads of text, and then within about 10 minutes you've got so many texts. I don't need smart inserters, but I will need electronics for... I'll get the blue ones because that will allow me to get some of the what's wrong with my brain? That will allow me to get at least a better bit of production going, and then I can start working towards this one, the advanced material processing, because these furnaces are very useful, but I'm going to need steel for that. That's only 20. Cool. Okay, I'm good with that. And for that, I'm probably going to want a lot more iron production going on, or a lot more iron plate production going on. So I was talking to a friend of mine between this ep and the last, and we were saying like, the early game is really the dullest part of the game, which is a shame. It's still interesting, but what you'll find as you start more and more games, you'll just power through this little bit just to get to the sort of more upscale areas of tech. Okay, well that's that done. I know I need it for the other text, but it doesn't really. I don't need the green ones at this point, so I will go for steel because it's actually quite useful. Just load this up. Oh. There we go. Oh, bloody hell, that was quick. The other thing, because I'm such a finicky bastard for getting it sorted, I like to load the research up before I actually hit start, so it's all even. I'm not obsessive compulsive, because I know some obsessive compulsive, and this is not it, but it's one of my tendencies. Right, there we go. So I've got steel. Turrets would be nice, but I don't need them. And there's a lot of green stuff coming up, and I don't need military just yet. This turret's going to cost me 10. Alright, I'm going to need more red research if I'm going to do that. Just need a little bit more, come on. Boom. I don't know why I do it this way, it's probably really inefficient. Actually, no, I'm going to need more than that. Oh, no, not. Maybe not. One more. Boom. There we go. Nice. Decent number. Get electronics done. Can you see what I mean? Like, the difference between the building and the research is so much different. Let's get some more cogs on the go. Probably going to need a lot more copper plates soon to get the red building. At least I've got a decent production line. While I'm doing that, and letting that build, let's build a ton of those. Because why not? I can't automate circuit research for electronics parts just yet, because I need the next level of assembly building, which is actually automation 2. Okay. Oh, I've got some. Right. There you go. Look at the difference that makes. Amazing. Perfect. That's what I really want. Oh, actually, no, I can just... I forgot you can do that. I keep forgetting it. You don't have to remove them. There we go. Just wait for a few more to build. And build a load more. Why not? Why not, indeed? Bloody hell. See what I mean? It's so quick with 10 labs. So you spend more time building, but then if you're desperate for a take, you can just do it. Just quaff my tea while I make the next decision. So this will be handy because I can automate circuits. Advanced is useful because these are cool chests. Advanced circuits are useful, but I don't really have green research building at the moment, and I'll probably build it by hand, to be honest. So what I really want to focus on is whatever I can build with just red. So probably things like military and such. I'll have a think. I'll have a think about what I'm going to do there. Oh. No, what am I doing? Ah! Okay, it's a little uneven, but... doesn't matter, it'll keep producing. Now I can go replace some more of these. And the good thing is, apart you know, some of the stuff like these drillers, I'm never going to need them again, which is really a little bit frustrating. But with things like this, you can, like the yellow grabbers, they can just be cycled into something else. You know, they'll just get built into something else. Oh, and like the burner grabbers, they're pointless. So pointless. I don't need all those things this early on, but I just like them. And blue's my favourite colour, so why not? Because reasons. That's why. Because I said so. I'm probably about ready to do my next research. Yeah, I've got about 20. I should Get ready to do that. I just want to finish off here first before I move on. Oh no, actually helps if you go get there. Oh bloody hell, there we go. By the end of the game you're going to end up with more red research than you can ever shake a stick at. I'll stick more in this time. And get ready to start building green, even if it is by hand. Oh, I'm doing... No! I just need 2 more. So I could automate it a lot more, but I don't want to do a bit, take it up, do a bit, take it up and tweak it, because I've played it before. When you're working it out for yourself, or working out, you know, even what I'm showing you, you're going to work out for the best way for yourself. You're not going to want to follow exactly what I do. Build turrets, because, you know, and then I'll build military after that, I think, to get the decent bullets and maybe the armour as well, so that if I do get attacked I don't die on sight. Here we go. I'm going to want a lot more copper if I'm going to build a lot more science. These will take a while. Bloody hell. Military as well, please. So that's 20 used up. Right. Oh Jesus. This isn't really advisable. This isn't really the best way. I could probably build assemblies to do that. That's just not the way I do it. Oh, bloody hell. See what I mean? It's crazy. So I've used up 20 out of 50. What are my other options? Optics, yeah. That'll give me access to lasers, which will not... Yeah, it's stepping stone research, but it'll get me to laser turrets, although I can't really build those yet without the requisite parts. They're still good to have, but lights are useful, but not as useful as, say... I don't have enough for that just yet. But I will have in a second. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go for whatever the tech I was looking at that I've already forgotten the name of. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what I did there. Alright. Like, I am enjoying this early part of the game, but not as much as when it really gets... Oh, really didn't want to do that. As when it gets a bit more in-depth later on, there's more scale to what you're doing. It's just more interesting. There we go, let's go for automation 2. I can start automating circuits. I probably could have waited to do all of this, but not important. I mean, how many have I got? 11 so far. I'm going to want a lot more than that. But that'll give my red stuff, my red research time to build. I'm going to need more plate if this is going to go anywhere. I probably need to go grab a bit of coal soon, just to keep the furnaces burning. There we go, that'll do. Give them time to build. You can get bonuses to up the speed of just about anything in the game, which is quite good. I don't have any turrets yet, but I'm going to need a lot of bullets, which means I need a lot of plate, which probably means I should probably stop saying probably instead, actually. That means I should probably focus on some more assemblies to automate stuff. So even if I don't link it all up, it's still a good idea to get little work areas like this going, because it just means you can collect the resources at will, which is what I've not done with this lot. And I'm actually you know what, I'm going to right click, I'm going to cancel a lot of this. I'm making hard work out of this. I built a bit of green research, but some of it requires cogs, some of it requires copper. I can do this much more efficiently with some decent... Right, I will do that because they're needed and nowhere near as laborious to build. There we go. I will grab some copper in the eventuality that I'm going to need it. Right, more assemblies. Probably build some just here because there's no resources here to build over. And build a little bit of road. So I need cogs and plates to automate roads. Build a load more of those. So these two are going to produce some... I'll probably do the copper wire and the brain gone roads. I'll probably do the roads as well. The thing is, with needing these resources in other places, I don't want to rely too much on building lots of like rings of stuff, because it just won't produce enough to keep it running at a good level, and then I'll just keep running out of it anyway, or not be able to get it to multiple places. So just at this point it seems a little bit superfluous to try and be clever with my automation. I mean, that's my thoughts on it. Until I get better techs, it's not really worth it to me. There we go. And now I need some boxes. Oh. But this is just my way of doing it. I'm gonna watch some more Let's Plays and just get an idea of what other people are up to, and how it works for them, and maybe get some tips to bring over if you guys aren't watching them or haven't come across them. Then maybe I can at least pass on some of their accumulated wisdom. Right, copper wire, copper wire, copper wire. What was I going to build here? It was these, that's it. I'm going to build roads. Belts! Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I don't even call them that to my... when I was talking to my friend about it, I didn't say that to him. I haven't got the blue one yet, because I've run out of research, apparently. Perfect. I just need a load more cogs. So this is taking a little bit to get going. So I could automate this even more, but I just feel like I'd be messing around too much. And now I'm starting... See what I mean? Like, I'm starting to need cogs everywhere, and I don't want to be sort of going, oh no, but... leaving automation going and then finding that it's only feeding one resource, and a resource that I don't need as much of. It just seems a bit silly to me to do it that way until you've got a more effective production line going. I mean, I could build a second line of plate and have that go into the cogs, and then... I don't know. Part of my worry is I don't want to be wasting your time watching this if I'm going to be just fiddling around, almost not saying anything, and not really able to concentrate because I'm trying to keep talking, which is why I'm talking so slowly now. Right, that's that. Oh. Oh, okay, apparently it needs 2 of each to be able to push this forward. The one thing you can do with handcrafting, and it's a bit of a tactic of mine, is you can build the individual components for a more complicated thing like, say, green science packs individually. So I'll build all the circuit boards. Don't know why it seems quicker. It probably isn't. It just feels that way. So there we go, I've got a load of circuits built. It's not going to build all of these, but there we go. I've got a bit of roads, and you know, I might be able to build like 10 of those just seemingly a little bit quicker because it's not building all the components individually. It seems to work a bit better. What am I going to research next? Well, I'm trying to get to these, so I need advanced electronics. Oh, and advanced circuits. That's going to be a pain to build. Oh, plastic. Right, okay. That's put my dream off a little bit. I'm going to need this lot, which takes a lot of fiddling about and setup and a lot of space, but thankfully I have space and time to fiddle about with all the stuff. I don't really need lab efficiency. I don't need the tool belt just yet. Energy distribution is handy. I'd say that's probably more useful. But I could be a little bit lazy. I'll get optics out the way with while I get some more green research going. Right, there we go. Let's grab some more cogs. Because what I want to get is like, I want to get the better furnaces so that I can get really mad production going on with the iron. Because I'm just going to have to replace it all and tear it all up. There we go. Nice bit of that going. So I just don't feel like I'm... Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that for a second until I've got a bit more. Oh. That's that. No, I'll leave it in. There's no point in not leaving it in. And that will produce tons of belts for me, which will give me a little bit of a head start on science packs. And I'm going to build another lab here, another assemblies here to start building circuits. Oh, I probably will tear this up in a little while just to tidy it up and get it more efficient. That's definitely a possibility. No, let's not bother mining it. It's going to take too long. Let's just go grab it off the belt. Get a fresh delivery. It's like I could sit here and produce loads of coal and load the coal automatically, but that's just very early game, and you're not going to need it for very long, relatively speaking. So I would much rather do some of this by hand. I just feel like it makes life a lot easier for me, because I know how to push towards the better techs quite quickly. It's not the most efficient way, definitely, but I'm not really going to struggle for too long. Right, so I've got steel. I want oil. That's the next one. Oil, and then advanced electronics. So I want about 50, 90, 190 green in total. I've got 20. Yay! Alright. Where am I going to build it? Where should I build it? Here's a good spot, I think. It's not tidy, but it will do. Maybe move that out of the way a little bit. That's that. I can use these to produce circuits and to produce the grabbers, the yellow grabbers that I'm going to need for science, but I'm not massively worried about producing the grabbers. I'm more interested in producing the parts for the grabbers, because then they don't take too long to build. They don't take that long to build anyway, but it's not too bad. But this, I like that. It's a nice way of building things, even if it's not the most automated way of building things. So I need plate and copper, wire even. You can start to see what I mean about needing so much plate. It seems to be integral in so many different components. I can never produce it quick enough for my liking. But this will give me a load of circuits, which I'll need plate and cogs. How am I doing for cogs? Not very good. Yeah, I really need to work on my own production. Well, I'm going to take a short break. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, Christ. Yeah, it started. Oh, shit. I was going to take a short break, but I'm not just yet. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to need them turrets soon then. I think I might need to bolster that side. Right, I'll go finish that off. I will take a break, and if you enjoyed it, if you've got feedback for me, I am quite new, so I do apologise for all the ahhing and not being as entertaining as I like. I will have another another playlist going for some of my blog stuff. As you probably guessed from my username, Bipolaris, I am bipolar, so I'll talk about that a little bit. Not to whinge, but actually just to give some insight to people for what it's like. But if you like this stuff, like, favourite, subscribe. You don't need to favourite it because that doesn't count. Favourite, subscribe, share, comment, feedback. All of those will be absolutely lovely. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.